Hey everyone, welcome back to this video. This is Matteo.
This is Katya.
And finally, we are here to shoot a new video lesson. It's a long time I wanted to start this series where we will take a figure or a movement and we will explain it in 3 different levels. And finally, here we are to start. And for the first video, we are going to see the most iconic line figure in ballroom dancing, which is the throwaway oversway. There's actually a video on my channel about those which in my opinion are some of the best throwaway oversway ever in a competition, so go check that video as well after this. But now let's start. The throwaway oversway beginner level. For the beginner level, what you should know and keep in mind is that we need to have clear few directions. First of all, we need to know that when we start to invite the lady to dance the throwaway oversway, we have to move backward to the line of dance, so with our spine. And the first step with the right foot, it will be backward line of dance, and then we are still moving to the line of dance, but almost sidewise. Okay, so the first 2 steps for the man, it's right foot backward, left foot backward, side, and as you can see, for the lady, this is a clear invitation to move forward and forward again, but with a strong right side leading. Okay, so we are 1, 2. One other detail, very important, is the size of the step. So if the first step can be quite big, the second one must be for the man under the shoulder in order for the lady to pass you. So we have normal size step, small step under the shoulder. Once we arrived until this point, actually we can show to the camera as well, 1, 2. Okay, once we arrived in this point, we are ready to turn and to open the lady to show the picture to that direction. And 1 small step, I turn her lower part and we open to the side. So for the beginner level, for the man, 2 things are very important. One is the size of the step, of the second step, and second is the direction where we are moving. So backward, sidewise, rotating and swaying to the right. So please, Katya, for the lady, for the beginner level, so try to keep it simple. What is very important to do?
As Matteo said, we move line of dance, so we do steps forward, forward. Then we switch the down part, we change the direction, and we continue to move the left leg to the line. It's very important not to cross with the head weight, the central line of the couple. So keep your head far away from the partner while doing second step, and here you should follow your left side.
One question that maybe the ladies watching this video have now in mind. When they stretch to the left to create this big line, what they should do, what they should avoid in this moment? Because I know that many girls, when they are trying to do this line, they drop the side, they fold, they open the left shoulder. So what is important to do to avoid these common mistakes?
Okay, first thing is not to turn too much the upper part. So try to direct both sides to the partner, right and left. Don't overturn to the left. And second thing, you should sway the hips, not to keep them parallel to the floor.
So, if we want to give now a final example of the beginner level throwaway oversway, it will be more or less like this. It's a line without making it too complicated, just moving to the side, opening the lady and swaying to the right. And here we are. So, for the advanced level, we need to add 2 things. One thing is the dynamic, so we have to play a little bit more with the volumes and with the speed to create a much more interesting, not only final picture, but also process. So what we are doing before the actual final line. And second thing is to play a little bit more with the contact area. What I mean play? In the beginner level, we just took contact right to right, and we even didn't pay attention how we were in contact at the end. Just you are in contact through all the process and you sway to the right. Instead here, if we want to achieve a bigger volume or a much more dynamic figure movement, we need to understand that our partner is not always keeping the same part of the body in contact with us. As we say, it's like opening a book, okay? So you have to feel that you almost go into promenade position and back, or even into counter promenade position. So when we start, we are right to right, but then when I am making the preparation step to the left, we are almost opening. It's not going away from each other, of course, but I can feel that Katja is resisting. Well, while I am preparing to the left, she's also pulling backward. And in the body, of course, you can feel this, this rolling of our sides. Then, once we have done this preparation, at the opposite, I close her. I think we have to show this a little bit more close to the camera. So, I invite her, 1, 2, we are almost in promenade position, and then I let her roll on my right side. As you can see, this will lead her lower part of the body, so the switch, as we said before, and then we low to create the line. So not be afraid, don't be afraid if you feel that the partner is changing contact with you. She's not changing just for as a mistake. She's doing it because we are increasing the volume and we are using the counterbalance of our heads to create a better line. So for the advanced level, it's important to not to be fixed in the same kind of contact through all the process, and to play with the body, so to stretch and to use much more the counterbalance. If you add these ingredients to your movement, you should see something like this. Okay, and now we are ready for the pro version. How we can make even more interesting and even more difficult, because in sometimes it's also cool to show that you make something very, very, very particular, that not everybody can do that, because by the end of the day, this advanced version only requires few hours of practice. If you are already a good dancer and you want to increase your dynamic, you just work on it and you achieve. But sometimes pros make things that average dancer cannot repeat, even if they try hard. So what is this thing that pros can add in this movement? I would say it's the ladies' skills with the head. So we will now add a head roll. And the second thing is to play with the music, so to make this movement much, much more musical. And now we are going to try to do that. It's not easy without music and without dancing from some figure before this, so to start from zero. But one thing that we will add is, as we said, the head roll, and another thing is to play with the timing. So it will not be like we did until now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try. It will maybe not happen from the first time, but we will try our best. And just Вес на паркете, Зай, вес на паркете. Пусти свой вес. И... Okay. So how do I lead the head roll? Of course, after you dance together for a while, your partner is gonna feel every little movement that you create in the body, and of course, every small leading that you do with the hands as well. Why I say with the hands? Because the head roll, it comes from the body and from the hands as well. So if I want my partner to make this, I create a small contraction in the rib cage area. So it's like I'm stretching out and then I collect my right side. And at the same time, I try to shape her spine with my hand. So in this case, I'm doing something like this. Stretch, recall, and stretch again. But this should not be visible. When it will be visible? When it's apart, when it's not connected with her movement. Instead, if you make it in if you make in synchrony with her, this will be not visible because everybody will think that it's the lady moving the spine and the man just following with the right hand. But actually it's not like this. It's starting from me. So if we show one more time the head roll only, after the preparation, as I said, I stretch, now I recall, and this is the leading for her to make the head roll. And another thing that we had to mention is the placing of the hip area. Because when we want to play with the speed and we spend much more time in the central, we spend much more time in the central part of this movement, so before the actual line, we have to understand how to stay on the foot. Because if I try to slow down, but my hips are in this position, my partner will feel very uncomfortable. So in that moment, I have somehow to go back. You see, I'm like making space for her. I don't know if from the camera you can see, but from this moment, it's like my tailbone is going, of course low, but a little bit backward. And after that, I can start again to stretch and to move it forward, okay? So now, we have to add few informations for the ladies, because of course, we can lead as good as we can, but the most beautiful part of this figure, of this movement, of course, is done by the lady. They are the beautiful part of this figure. So, please, Katya, tell us how to do the neck roll. Actually, from where it starts. It's just from the head, it's from the body, it's from the hips. How you make the head roll?
Actually, the head roll is quite separated action from the body. So we do it with the head. Let's turn the head to the right. Then we go down with the chin and turn to the left. During this action, we keep attention that our shoulder blades are down, they are not backwards. So we do just like that. We create the small curve with the head.
And another important thing is, I think, about the balance, the body weight, because I know sometimes when I teach and I try to lead these head rolls to girls that they are trying this for the first time, they very often lose balance and they help themselves with the arms, so they use the partner to keep the balance. How you do this, because when I do this with you, I don't feel that actually I help you about the body weight. You are on your feet and you make the head roll. I just direct you and give you the timing, but I'm not actually holding you. So how you do that?
So first of all, you should control your own balance when you do the second step. I put the right shoulder upon the right foot, and then I can create all what I want. I stay without any support from the partner. So when I do the head roll,
Let's show to the camera.
when we do the head roll, we stay in balance on the right foot, and then we absorbing with the right hip while doing this.
Let's show again the process. And 2, hip, and again. 1, 2, head roll, hips. Okay, let's show from this other direction. First step, second step, head roll, hips, and position.
Don't try to push the partner with the right hip, otherwise you will lose the balance and go backwards.
So, for the final version, the pro version of the Throwaway Oversway, as we said, it's musicality and his skills. So try to show something particular. Don't make it as usual as everybody else is doing. And in that way, you will achieve the spotlight on the floor. Even if there are many other couples around you, if you create something special, you will feel and you will see that the eyes will be on you. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If it was the first time trying to make this Throwaway Oversway, or you are already dancing this figure but you wanted to listen how to make it better, please consider to support us and our channel through the QR code to ko-fi.com. You can find the link as well in the description and in the first comment under this video. It's very important for us. Subscribe, share this video with your dancing friends, and please, in the comment section, write which figure or movement you would like to see next in 3 different levels: beginner, advanced, and pro. For us, it was a pleasure. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye bye.